Hello everyone and welcome to the Canadian Redneck channel. Today we're going to take a look at some Russian-made MFS 223 ammunition. It is the 55 grain hollow point round. I've shot probably about a box and a half of this. Seems to work fine. Steel jacketed lacquered case, or a steel lacquered steel case, and a steel jacketed projectile. And that's kind of where my concern was, is with that steel jacketed projectile, is if it's going to mushroom properly when it hits, a varmint type animal. So I got some ballistics gels set up and we'll test it out. I'm going to compare it against Winchester grain. Winchester. This is a 45 grain copper jacketed round, hollow point. And so we'll compare the two and see how they perform. We have our gel blocks set up ready to go. First shot I'm going to take is with the MFS, the steel jacketed hollow point. Let's see how we make it. Wow, I threw that up in the air. Let's see where we hit. Yeah. Okay. Got a good hit right in the center. Appears like it went all the way through into the second block. Wow. And set that down there. We got into the second block here. Didn't exit, but it's dark enough I can't see if we have any bullet in here or not. We'll have to dig that out after I'll take a shot with the Winchester and see how that performs. Now I do see something right here in this phone book that I was using underneath the block. There's a piece of steel jacket there. I think the bullet fragmented when it went through the block and a piece of it took another trajectory down through the block. That seems like all there is in there. So through over half that phone book, probably 7/16 of an inch down through the phone book, that piece of jacket went. That's actually the nose of the bullet. You can see, so that certainly didn't, that looks like the point of the bullet, I think. Yeah, that's the hollow point of the bullet. Came off the projectile and went down through the gel block into the foam book. So that certainly didn't mushroom out like you would want it to, that's for sure. You can certainly see it did some damage going through the block, cavitated. That's where the hollow point came out through from the projectile, I think, right here. But it split that open. You can see cavitation all around. I'll cut that block open a little bit later. But it looks like the point split off the round and came right out through the bottom here. And part of it did carry on into the second block. But I'm going to take another shot with the MFS and see if what kind of results we get, again, just for interest's sake. Alright, shot number 2. that shot in kind of low. Yeah, I hit way low on the block. Crap. That's what happens when you have a rifle sighted for 100 yards and try to shoot 10 yards. You end up being low. We'll try that again. But bullet certainly gouges through a phone book. Yeah, and a bench. Don't show this video to my wife. Gel blocks are having a bad day again. Nothing hit the second block. Well, there is a little scar underneath. I'm not sure. I didn't pick this block up last time. It could have been from last time, could have been from this time. And there's a piece of steel jacket, and it was covered with ballistics gel. So this is a piece of the bullet that went through that first block. And it tore that block wide open. So you can see what kind of damage it does when you get a decent hit on it, for sure. I mean, it entered entered here. So just to the right side of middle and about halfway up, and it tore the whole side out of the block. So I mean, it certainly does damage when it hits, but I wouldn't say it really holds together and mushrooms like you want a varmint round to do. Just for comparison's sake, I'm going to try one with one of the Winchester rounds and see if we can get a decent capture on that. I don't know, these blocks are getting pretty shot up. Wow. I'm obviously going to have to make bigger gel blocks for another time. Okay. Went in there just to the right and below the first entry. Split it wide open, and that was the Winchester copper jacket, and it came out down nearly to the bottom of the block right here. See if we caught any of that. There we are. Found some of it on the bench between the two blocks. It's going to be hard to see. That is crap. And that's gone in the grass. There's a little piece of the copper jacket with the base of the projectile, the lead base still caught in the jacket. I don't know if we got anything in this or not. Yeah, got some fragments of copper jacket splashed on it. So it doesn't look like it actually penetrated the second block. It just, pieces of it came through and splashed off the end, so I didn't get a decent capture on that either. But anyway, I think I'll try some water jugs, and we should be able to capture a bullet in water jugs and see if we get any mushroom. We'll get that set up and get back to you shortly. we get some bottles set up here with water. We'll shoot them, and we should be able to get a capture on a bullet so we can show you what it looks like. We'll shoot the steel jacketed round first. Well, it blasted through bottle number 1 through both sides. Fairly clean entry. Completely busted the bottle pieces going out. Yeah, went through both sides of this, and I would say sheared off one way or the other, because there is a little piece of bullet right down in here. Oh crap. Yeah, just a couple of little pieces of lead. I would say that bullet just plain shattered and went all over the place. Alright, we'll get a couple more bottles set up here, and we'll take a shot with the Winchester. This shot is with the Winchester 45 grain hollow point. Hopefully we'll get a capture on this one. We'll find out in a minute. So, that exploded the first bottle, and we have a small puncture mark on the second one. The bolt didn't fully penetrate. It hit that and bounced off. So, there's a little bit of label floating inside the bottle, but there's no projectile. What I do see, yeah, little piece of lead fell down beside the bench. Well, we have some bottles surviving here. I think we best dispatch with them before they cause any more trouble. This time, that was a steel jacketed round. And we have a little piece of the bullet. I think that's pretty tough stuff. I think that's a piece of the steel jacket. Yeah, because lead would certainly bend easier than that. So there's a little piece of steel jacket made it into the third bottle, maybe? Kind of hard to tell, they flew all over the place. I believe that shows that this MFS ammo is probably not the ideal hunting round. Seemed like it didn't really mushroom, more like the projectile just shattered and sent fragments everywhere. Certainly would do some damage, but like I said, less than ideal. I also had the added problem in my rifle that when it fired and the neck expanded, it tended to catch in the chamber sometimes. I had 4 or 5 rounds out of a box and a half that I had to take my cleaning rod and push out of the chamber because it was locking in the chamber. So I'm not going to be buying any more of this. Would be an okay plinking round if it works well in your rifle, but other than that, I would say that the MFS is not a great round. I guess you only have to judge for yourself. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful and informative. As always, like, share, comment, give me suggestions of what you'd like to see, and I'll see if we can make it happen. Thanks for joining us today. Have a good day.